ஆட் வருது யூடியூப்.
That is the end of the first fight for one Salcomp. Oh, on his ex message, the process to find it. Must only have all the time. பேசிதான் இருக்கேன். Oh, top edge once again. We'll wait and see if that is a boundary or a six. Another six over backward point this time. What a great one for Sarunan. Well, momentum is with Salcom now. End of the third. 42 for 1. 26 runs of that previous over from Prabhakaran. Hello, hello. Well, Akash being brought into the attack now during power play. You in the previous games, you used to see him only coming in after the power play, bring in earlier two boundary riders, long gone and deep mid wicket. Thiaga and Murli covering that. The opening partners. It is very important for Akash to get that length as early as possible. Now, earlier he was in the previous game. Was his first over? He was going much fuller, but then he corrected it, pulled it behind. Should try to get that good length as quickly as possible. I like perfect ball. Just single. Well, Nanda is the new batter who's coming to join Bhuvanesh in the middle. Salcomp need to keep calm. Well, they have lost the two openers, but they still have 16 overs to go. I'm sure they have the depth. Oh, a quick single taken. Misfield at square leg. Fielders encouraging each other. Well, those are the small misfields you would want to avoid in a final. Oh, nice to swing, but then wavering in length. Nicely kept by Chandrasekhar. Oh, another edge. Tries to clear the mid wicket boundary. Fielder, they're going for the second run. Yes, they'll be able to comfortably finish it. Great running between the wickets between Nanda and Bhuvnesh. Oh, almost caught and bowled. Well, that was an opportunity. Well, he is asking those questions. He's a tall man, was not able to come down on time. Well, never easy. Couple of more balls to go in this over. Oh, clean ball that is! What a wicket! The off stump goes for a toss. Well, he has got that length perfectly well. Akash in his first over as well. Takes the wicket of Nanda. Nanda falls for one run. And Salcomp at 48 for three. One more ball to go in Akash's over. Nicely done. Your is a new batsman. Come in, block. Arvind will continue his third. Oh, swing and a miss once again. That is that line where he's been asking those questions, creating the pressure from one end. Got the wicket of the important batter, Sarunan. Well, our plans are going perfectly well for them. No one no one behind the square leg. Still only be a single. Oh, cut away, but Raj was there at backward point to stop that. Cut away once again, stopped by Raj. Not giving any room for the batters to free up their arms. Great discipline bowling by Arvind there. Alfielders are loving it. Pressure is being built. Well, while the run rate is slightly over 8, but then they've lost kids. It looks like. And Buck. Oh, in the air this time. Will the longer fielder be interested to take it? No goes above him. Well, not easy to take that. Mukundan is the new bowler who came into the attack. Well, that cutaway can be danger at the bowling side. Oh, they try to go for the over throw, but then decide against it. Oh, swing and a miss. Wrist spin doing the trick for Mukund. But in the air once again, and the long off fielder is not able to take it. Well, for a moment, it looked very dangerous for Bhuvnesh. Laying it in the air. Well, the five boundary riders. He has a deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep square fielder outside. Popped in the air once again, trying for a direct hit, but it goes for overthrows. Couple of runs taken. That it will be the end of the seventh. 60 for 3 Salcomp. Well, Arvind continues his fourth. He's going to be finishing his spell with this one. He's done a great job holding the fort from one end. Well, punch towards sweeper cover. Yokesh is trying to push for a second. Well, no, they will go against it. Just a single taken. That's another single. Arvind is doing his job perfectly well. Manish was expecting that it could have been called a wide. Much shorter cut away. Well, danger at the bowler's end. Not sure why Akash stopped for a quick second. Was wanting to aim it better, but then it was definitely a risky single taken. Well, with that, it is the end of the 8th. 66 for 3 Salcomp. Well, Sai Vignesh will continue. No surprises with that. The last 3 innings, he's done really well for them. He's taken 3 wickets each in the semi-final, the quarter-final, and also the league game. and he's created a big impact during the middle overs. That's what has worked for Barclays and for Nanda. Well, regulation, boundary riders, deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep square for Sai Vignesh. Oh, in the air! Is the long off fielder be interested? Thiaga. No, I don't think he would be able to take it, but looks like it is. No, it is a 6. For a moment, looked like it was a 1 bounce 4. Great shot by Yokesh. Well, went for it, committed. It was actually not, as much as middled as Yokesh would have expected, but still going for 6. Great shot, that one. In the air once again. This time to long off. They're going for 2. And they definitely get it. As I was saying earlier, Salcomp definitely one of the champion teams. And Yokesh and Bhuvanesh have taken the reins on them to ensure that they're able to post a strong score in the first innings. This partnership is already worth 26, and they've been there for the last almost 4 overs. Oh, in the air once again, this time much flatter. And Thiaga takes it. And there is that breakthrough once again. And it was the important wicket of Bhuvanesh. Again at that good length where Sai Vignesh has always been very successful. Slapped it, didn't get that elevation, Bhuvanesh. And went straight to long off. Great job done by Thiaga. Well, Sai's role has been very clear. He has to come in the middle, try and contain the batters as much as he can, and at least get 2 or 3 wickets for Nanda. He's played his role perfectly well. Commendable job done. 74 for 4 now. Salcomp. New batter coming in is Ram. Comes in at number 6. Well, Barclays would love to get them all out as quickly as possible, and Salcomp is of course definitely not going to give it away easily. They've got to give a tough fight. Still have 11 more overs to play after this one. Oh, what a great connection by Ram, and Thiaga lining up once again, and another catch at that same position. Well, back-to-back wickets. It's going Barclays' way all the way now. Well, Sai Vignesh, he's the man creating the impact once again in the final. He's the go-to man for Nanda. Doing a great job there. Again, that hard length didn't bounce as much as he would have expected. Ram, not sure if that shot was necessary at this time, at this stage of the innings. Again, nicely taken by Tyaga. Definitely not an easy catch. Suddenly, it's 74 for 5. So Ganesh comes in. Sai Vignesh is going to be on a hat trick in this ball. Well, nicely negotiated by him. A successful over. What a great comeback. 6 of the first ball. And then 2 wickets after that. Avoiding the pads, have a feeling that it was much higher, so not given. Anyway, end of a great over. End of the ninth, 74 for 5. Change of ends for Akash. Just a single of the first ball. Oh, an outside edge running away behind short third. Well, nicely covered by Karthik eventually. Couple of runs taken. Well beaten once again. Great ball once again. I think what Suganesh is thinking that he needs. It doesn't matter if he's not getting any boundaries. Acceleration is not necessary. They need, consolidation. You need a partnership. They need to play all 20 overs. I'm sure if they will do that, I'm sure they will get a good score. But great bounce there for Akash. Well, hitting that right length. I'm sure he's given a lot of revs into that ball with finger spin. Amazing bounce there. What a delivery by Akash. Driven straight to covers. That it will be the end of the 10th. 78 for 5 Salcomp. Sai Vignesh is going to continue. Driven straight to deep extra car. A push for 2 runs, slight fumble. He's got in a deep cover, deep extra cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. And only a square leg inside the circle on the leg side. I think the plan is very simple to keep it at good length and full outside off. That is where he's able to get those right wickets. Take the deck. He's bowling that hit the deck style of bowling. That is where he's able to get all his wickets, and he's been successful in containing them. Flick towards mid wicket. Well, Murli is there to cover that up. Great fielding effort. Oh, in the air, straight down the ground. Oh, but nicely saved by Tyaga. Well, it was definitely going like a tracer bullet in words of Ravi Shastri, but then nicely fielded eventually by Tyaga. They have the right people at the right hot spots on the field. Nicely driven by Yokesh, but then there is Nanda there at deep extra cover. Will only be another single. Another very successful over for Sai Vignesh. End of the 11th, 85 for 5. Well, it'll be interesting to see what does Salcomp try to target from here. It's definitely a final. Not going to be an easy chase. Chasing pressure will always be there. If they're able to bring in another 90 odd 90 to 100 runs in the next 9 overs, I'm sure they'll be very happy with that. Punched by Yokesh towards super cover for a single. Punch towards long off, might push for the second. No, great throw by, I think it is Murli there at long off. Oh, misfield. Well, if not, could have been very dangerous. Yokesh was almost halfway down the pitch, and Sugnish had sent him back. Much wider this time by Raj. Deliberately played it in the air, no one there. They're doing a good job just wanting to keep rotating the strikes. Well, that would be enough. Or tries to scoop it behind the keeper. Great connection by Yokesh, and that will run away for a boundary. A calculated risk taken. And definitely fortune favors the brave. End of the 12th, 94 for 5, Salcomp. Mukundan is going to be continuing here. Sai Vignesh has been cut off from this end. Just wrist spin. Cut way towards deep cover, just another single. Hey, Suganesh wants to take that second. Yokesh denies it. Oh, in the air takes a top edge. And that's taken at short third man. Oh, this partnership was going really well. They were able to consolidate They were rotating the strike really well. And Yokesh started to show his intent from that previous over, trying to play it across once again against the wrist spinner, but takes a top edge and caught at short third man. He falls for 17. Salcomp at 95 for 6. Mohan is the new batter coming in. It's off the mark with the single of the first ball. Punch towards a log on a bad bounce for Akash there. Very unlucky. Goes for a boundary. Well, feel bad for the boundary riders. It's some of the bad bounce are becoming a little common, and it's never easy. Until that last moment, you need to be sharp. Not to have to worry about that. But with that boundary, the 100 comes up for Salcomp. 100 for 6. They need to play full 20 overs. It's very necessary. Oh, converting it into a full toss straight down the ground. Another boundary for Sugnesh. Well, he's going for it now. He's trying to accelerate the scoring. Great shot. Didn't allow the ball to pitch. Converting it into a full toss. Big gap straight down the ground between long off and long on. Tipped on him, Sugnesh, but then he was able to punch it down the ground comfortably. That single, it's the end of the 13th, 105 for 6, Salcomp. Raj is going to continue from the far end. Well, if you look at the mix of bowlers, Akash has another 2 more overs. Sai Vignesh has another 2 more overs. Prabhakaran has 2 more. I think after this one, assuming that is going to be the combination which Nanda would like to deploy. Single down to long on. That first ball of Raj. Oh, for a moment, ball held up a bit, lobbed, and fell safe in front of Raj. Punch towards long on. Another single. We'll have to wait and see how does Suganesh decide to go this last couple of balls in the 14th. Would you want to go after him? Because the bowlers coming in after this are much said they are having in good rhythm. He punches it to deep cover for a single. He's happy with rotating the strike once again. Oh, rocked to the back foot and pulled away to mid wicket. He'll still settle the single. With that, it is the end of the 14th. Salcomp at 109 for 6. Sai Vignesh will continue in the air once again. Oh, Chaga is not able to take that and control it. Tries to catch it, falls off his hand, but then it eventually goes for a 6. With the right ball, he is hitting the deck. Sai Vignesh, he continues to do that. Goes flat straight to him, and was very quick and was definitely not easy for Tyaga to control that. Hit connection by Mohan. A similar one in the air once again, and this time Tyaga will take it. Well, another wicket for Sai Vignesh. It is the third one. Well, he's the triple threat, taking 3 wickets the last 3 games. Well, same length, a very similar shot once again. Didn't get the elevation, Mohan, but this time it was much easier for Tyaga. Well, it's a repeat figures almost for Sai Vignesh from the last 3 games. The quarterfinal 3 for 13, in the semi-final got 3 for 32 and 3 for 21 now. Sai Vignesh, another 4 more balls to go in the third over. definitely has an opportunity to create bigger impact. Salcomp are at 115 for 7 now. John Stephen, the new batter. Well, this is the partnership which helped Salcomp in the semi-final. They played really well together, Suganesh and Stephen, in the semi-final which they played against Apollo Tyres. Well, they were chasing at the time. "36 of 29" by Suganesh and 36 of 19 in the semi-final. Well, with these 3 wickets, Sai Vignesh is knocking the doors on the highest wicket taker position. He's already got 13 now. Nanda has to come back when he bowls. He's also at 13. Punch towards deep mid wicket. There's no one there at the deep square area. Another boundary, much shorter this time. There was a lot of time for Stephen to shuffle himself and play that wide of that deep mid wicket fielder. Well, nicely bowled. Outside off, corrected his line. It was definitely necessary. Previous one was much straighter, and that's why Stephen was able to shuffle and pull that towards deep square. Punch towards extra cover. Other single. Well, with that, it is the end of the 15th. 120 for 7. Salcomp. Akash will come in to bowl the 16th. 1 for 9 of his first 2 overs. Oh, it's nicely bowled. Driving the batter forward. Great keeping by Chandrasekhar. It's a quick single towards backup point. Suganesh on strike against Akash now. 7 down. They need at least 40 odd runs from here on. Will Suganesh try and accelerate? Oh, wide given. Oh, driven, but takes the outside edge and goes towards point, trying for a single there. Stephen, and Suganesh sends him back. There is a gap between backward point and the short third. Oh, in the air. And straight to long off. Important wicket this one for Barclays. Great catch there. Pulled at a great length. Tries to hit much straighter Sugnesh, but takes the outside half of the bat. Goes straight to long off. Sugnesh falls for 18. Salcomp are at 122 for 8 now. Umesh is the new batter who's come in. 2 more balls to go in this over from Akash. Oh, that really bounced well. And Akash is getting a lot of purchase from that wicket. Oh, swing and a miss once again, and with that, it will be the end of the 16th. 122 for 8, Salcomp. Oh, hitting the pad, but umpire says it's going down leg. Sai Vignesh will continue his last over. Oh, and that's clean bowled. What a ball that one. Hitting the deck, keeping it wicket to wicket, and takes off the off stump. Sai Vignesh. 4 wickets in this innings for Sai now. Pulled at a perfect length. Gap between bat and pad with that swing and hits the off stump. 9th wicket falls. 123 for 9, Salcomp. Lakshmanan is the new batter right now at number 11. And this is an opportunity for Sai Vignesh to get a 5 wicket haul. 5 wicket haul in a final. Imagine how impactful that would be. But he's already created that impact in the middle overs, already taken 4 for 26. Oh, bowling it on his pads. Tap towards mid wicket just for another single and brings back Stephen on strike. Well, he is the better batter of the two and has to take most of the strike, try and score as much as possible, just ensure that he works with Lakshmanan and takes it deeper. The 5 wicket haul opportunity still remains for Sai Vignesh. Well, in the air, what a great connection! A big six deposited on the parking lot. Well, great timing by Stephen. Read the length much earlier. Well, I think Sai Vignesh stick to a wicket to wicket line. I think he should not be doing that for Stephen. Stephen, I think it's better to pull it wide off. That is where he will be able to, get that miss hit. But nevertheless, a great shot by Stephen. Read the length early, read the bounce, and deposited it above the deep mid wicket boundary. Two more balls to go in this spell for him. Still an opportunity for a 5 wicket haul. I'll have to wait and see how Stephen reacts to it. Oh, an inside edge to his pads. Great ball. One more ball to go. Well, the fielders backing him. They want him to take that wicket. Sai running in for his last ball of the spell and the last ball of the 17th. Oh, driven down the ground. And with that single, Stephen will retain strike the next over. 131 for 9 after 17, Salcomp. Akash will continue his fourth over. Oh, what a great pickup shot! But straight down to deep square. Nanda, captain there, and Akash finished it off things for Barclays. Salcomp are all out for 131. Great bowling effort. Not something they would have expected, but nevertheless, it's a final. The pressure of chase is always there. So Barclays, when they come out, they need 132 to win and lift the trophy. Salcomp, they need to defend that to ensure that they continue to be the champions of the Dinamalar Premier League. We'll come back shortly. So we are back with the chase. Barclays need 132. A first ball and opportunity. Oh, and they drop it. They make a mess out of it. It was the important wicket of Murli. Well, the danger man. Everything happening in this final. What an opportunity this was. A miss hit. I'm sure there would have been a lot of pressure. Well, will this be the game changer? Well, Murli is definitely coming, and he's not going to be changing his way of batting. And that's what Ananda also confirmed. Well, so much happening in this final. Another great connection, another big hit. Long on might be interested. Jiva running behind, and he drops that one as well. And that goes for a boundary again. Well, such an eventful start in the first two balls of the final. Well, not sure if it was an easier one for Suganesh to take it, or was it Jiva's? Well, Jiva took a spectacular catch yesterday in the semi-final. Well, two opportunities in two balls. Well, it'd be interesting to see what Murli is looking to do next. The long on goes back. There's a straighter mid-off there. Sugnesh himself, the captain, walks down the track. Murli, oh, swing and a miss. Well, none of these matters for him. Well, for him, he knows only one way of playing this. Swing and a miss once again, but much wide given. I think what Rajesh is doing is that he's hitting the deck. He's bowling at good and short of good length. Not bowling into the arc of Murli, but Murli being Murli, he will go after everything. Huge opportunity in the first two balls. Walks down. Swing and a miss once again. Beaten. Well, of course, any batter will take a few balls to judge the bounce. See what's going on. Oh, square cut, takes the top edge, goes for a boundary over deep backward point. None of these matters for Murli. As I said, he knows only one way of playing. One more ball to go in the first. Oh, straight hit. This time over long on. It's going above our head for another big six out of the ground. What a big shot. Well, with that, it's the end of the first. 15 for no loss. Well, in between all of these events in the first over, Tyaga was having the best seat in the house in the non-strikers end, and now he has to face the second over. Have to wait and see. Who's going to start from the other end? Like, yes, Lakshmanan is brought into attack much earlier. The leg spinner. Who flicks it down, square leg. Looks like that was leg by. Leg by force. Much shorter in the air, and that will go above mid wicket. Another 6. Well, Tyaga says he's not going to stay silent and he's going to give company with those big hitting for Murli as well. Well, they've had a great start, Barclays, in this chase. I think this is the first time Salcomp has come in pressure in this tournament. They have a history of great bowling and they've been very sharp on the field the previous games. Shorter, and this time taken at point. Bounced high, tries to cut off above the infield, but the backward point fielder grabs it. First wicket falls, 25 for 1. Lakshmanan brought into the attack much earlier than usual. He has created the impact. So Ganesh has been a very tactical captain, been very successful with that as well. Coming at number 3 is Chandrasekhar. Well, for a while there was lots happening, and then we forgot that there was one entertainer on the other end, Murli, who is come on strike right now. Let's wait and see what does he have against Lakshmanan. It's a very straightish long on. That's a deep mid wicket. 2 boundary riders in the power play for him. Well, played towards mid wicket. Well, for a moment it looked like it might go straight to him, but takes it at the bounce and a single taken. With that, it is the end of the second. 27 for 1 Barclays. Well, Rajesh will continue. Well, Murli is known for walking down the track, going for his afternoon walk. Yes, starts to do that. Well, even a miss hit goes for a boundary. 4 down, deep square leg. Change in field. Chiva comes in it. Long on. Oh, this time swung towards deep mid wicket. No one there. Well, not the line you want to bowl to Murli, especially with that field. There was only two fielders on the leg side. So someone at square leg and all the way a big gap towards long on. He perfectly aimed that Murli another boundary. Brought in third man and deep mid wicket goes back. Starts his afternoon walk. Murli. Well, this time plays it over covers. Well, he's playing with the field. And he's a nightmare for every bowler, Murli. Back to back boundaries. What a hit. Well, shows a stump. Walking again. This time straight above covers. And this will go not all the way, but goes for another boundary. Well, he's in a hurry. He wants to finish it off as quickly as possible and go back home on Sunday and carry the trophy with him. That is what seemed to be the plan for Murli. 4 consecutive boundaries. And there is a conference happening in the middle. The captain of the fielders, wicketkeeper, everyone there. I think it's very important to back your bowler. Raj shouldn't worry about it. They just need to take a quick pause, should regather their thoughts. Well, coming around the wicket this time, Rajesh is covering the stumps fully. Murli walks down the track and takes an outside edge. This time goes above backward point for another boundary. Well, you can't place a field for him. 4 back-to-back boundaries. Well, this is one of the best batters, the most entertaining batters I have seen in my experience covering so many games. And it's, of course, definitely an honor and a privilege. Nevertheless, Salcomp shouldn't worry. They just need that one wicket. Things will come back for them. Oh, well, I was thinking he was to go for it once again, but stays calm. Just taps it towards long on for a comfortable walk for another single, and he'll keep strike when he comes back. End of the third, Barclays are at 48 for 1. Lakshmanan will continue. Tries to Clear that infield on the offside. Not able to middle that. Murli. Oh, a big hit. The long on fielder would be interested. And he takes it. Well, they get the wicket of the danger man, Murli. What a catch that was. He had to run and take that catch. It's not easy. Murli falls for 36. Let's look at what happened there. Big heave. Well, the long on fielder, he covered a lot of ground and he finally grabs it. What a catch that was. Amazing catch by Rajesh. Well, he was the one against whom Murli was hitting from the other end. He was the bowler in the other end and takes the catch and contributes to that wicket. Well, now it looks like everything is fair and everything starts from the beginning because Murli falls. Well, will this be the opportunity for Salcomp to try and take another couple more wickets? Because definitely pressure will be there on Barclays. They've been dependent on Murli quite a few times at the top of the order to help them with chase, to help them with setting a good total. They've been able to take that wicket. He's definitely done the damage, but still a long way to go in this final for Barclays. They need another 84 to win of 17. Consolidation is going to be the key, and Salcomp, they would love to take another wicket or two from here on. Lakshmanan is having a great spell. 2 wickets already, 2 for 8. Mohan Raj coming in at number 4. Shorter, try to push for 2. No, they would settle only for a single. It's slower through the air. The cut away by Chandrasekhar, but then will field it at backward point. Oh, bad bounce, but still well fielded. Well, they should not be taking any pressure. Barclays definitely ahead of the game. Well, with that, it is the end of the 4th. Barclays at 49 for 2. Change in bowling. Jiva comes into the attack. Oh, punched for a quick single towards mid off. Loud no call from Mohan. Oh, nicely bounced. They're claiming for an obstruction of field, but that was definitely not deliberate by the batter. Great intent being shown by the fielders. Jiva also bowling with great positive intent. He's hitting the deck hard, back of length. It's not giving anything in the arc for them. Well, this time played wide of mid on, and that'll be a boundary. Great shot by Chandrasekhar. With that, the 50 comes up for Barclays. Oh, punched again towards mid on. This will be stopped, and only a single will be taken. Oh, played in the gap. Will be fielded at extra cover though, but just another single to finish the fifth. Barclays are at 57 for 2, and they require another 75 to win of the next 15. One more over to go in the power play. Lakshmanan will continue for his third. It's been the very successful 2 for 9 of his 2 overs. Oh, nicely driven this time. The point fielder would not be able to stop that, and it'll still run away. What a drive that was! Great timing. Great shot by Chandrasekhar. Driven once again. That is again in the gap. Towards extra cover. Another boundary. Well, Chandrasekhar taking on the reins after Murli falls. He seems to be set. He's able to play Lakshmanan comfortably. Quick single taken. Played straight down the ground for another single towards long off by Mohan. Oh, this time cut away, but straight to point. One more ball to go in the power play. Oh, loud, no call. That dot ball, it is the end of the sixth. 67 for 2. Barclays, and they require another 65 to win of the next 14 overs. Ram, the left arm spinner, is going to be put into the attack. Oh, wavering down wide. The boundary riders for him. There is a deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, a deep square leg. Just a single to Sarunan. Just guided towards mid wicket once again on the back foot for a comfortable single again. It's wide of off, punched and fielded by Sugnesh at covers. Straight down the ground for another single. They are happy to keep rotating the strike, and definitely that will do and ease off the pressure. Who comes down the track? Well, a quick single taken once again. Leg by given. White ball. Well, straight up in the air. And that'll be a 6. Above the cow corner. It's wide of long on. Great connection by Mohan. The fielder tried to leap and take that, but was not successful. With that six, the end of the seventh, 79 for 2. They need another 53 more runs to win this final. Change in bowling, Suganesh bring himself into the attack. Captain tries to cut that off. The point region. We have a deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, a deep square leg. The boundary riders. They are able to comfortably take those singles. They should patiently do that, not take any risks. Oh, played in the air for a moment. Looked like the cover fielder would be interested to grab it, but takes it one bounce. Flicked it towards deep square for another single. Cut away once again. At this time, deep cover fielder would be there to cover it up. Very good over by Suganesh, comes to an end. End of the eighth, 82 for 2. They need another 50 more runs to win this final. Lakshmanan will come into the attack from the other end for his fourth over. Been very successful until now. He's taken 2 wickets, 2 for 19 in his 3 overs. Oh, played up in the air. Miss it. And single towards deep point. Oh, driven once again. They're comfortably taking those singles. Well, they're ensuring that there are no dot balls coming in so that there is no pressure on them. Taking the odd boundaries whenever necessary with that calculated risk. Well, this time played much finer. There'll definitely be 2 in the offering. Yes, they will be able to comfortably finish that. Single again towards long on. Punches it towards cover once again. And comfortably taking a single. That will be the end of the ninth. 88 for 2. Another 44 more to win of 11 overs. So Ganesh to continue. Punch towards long on for another single. Well fielded at backward point. Back to back dot balls. Nothing that is going to create too much of a pressure on the batters of Barclays. Oh, tries to sweep that, but didn't come in as quick as you would have expected. Oh, tries to switch it this time, and that is given a stumping opportunity. And looks like he didn't come back on time, and that's what the leg umpire says. Suganesh brings him back into the attack and creates an impact. Tries for a switch hit. Not sure if that was necessary this stage of the game. But great glove work by the keeper. That will be 89 for 3 Barclays. They still need 43 more runs to win. Akash, the new batter, who comes into the attack, the mark of his first ball. With that single, it will be the end of the 10th. 90 for 3. Need another 42 more runs to win of the next 10 overs. Nanda is brought into the attack. He's for now the joint highest wicket taker in the tournament. The boundary riders for him again, the orthodox. Deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket. Much in the cow corner and a deep square leg. Single towards long on. Once again, comfortably able to take that. Well, cut it away in the gap between point and backward point now. And a boundary. Well, that will definitely ease off a lot of pressure. I wouldn't say ease off pressure, it will make it even more comfortable, in fact. The out boundary. Nice shot by Akash. Saw it full pace. Just guided it towards backward point region. Was able to get that gap. Well, sent back by Akash. Mohan wanted to take a single. Oh, an overthrow, an unnecessary one at this stage, and they take 2 runs. Well, that is a gift. It's a gift. Nicely punched. Very well played by Akash towards long off on the single. That it is the end of the 11th. 99 for 3. There are 33 more runs to win. Ganesh will continue back to back dot balls. He's bowling in it with a real very good length. It's not giving any opportunity for the batters to free up. Punch towards long on this time for a single. That the 100 comes up for Barclays. They need another 32 more runs to win from 8.3. They try and push for two. Akash wants to take a second run. They settle just for one. Dot ball to finish once again. End of the 12th. 101 for 3. Towards long off once again. Akash is trying to push for a second. He almost comes down the track halfway through. I'm not sure if that is necessary at this stage. Mohan was firm that he was not going to come back. There's 30 more runs to win this championship for Barclays. Oh, nicely fielded by Sugnesh, but then would not be able to stop that single. A team rounded effort by Barclays. The leading run scorers. He's been the destroyer, Murali Krishna. 96 in the semi-final, a 53 in the quarter-final. Another 30 odd runs in this final. And then, of course, their middle over maestro, the Sai Vignesh, who've been consistently getting at least 3 wickets the last 3 games and got a 4-wicket haul in this final. Well, the game is definitely not over, but Salcomp, they have dominated this tournament right through the start. Another important highlight has been their fielding and how sharp they have been with their throws and how accurate they've been with their runouts. Things are still not over, but for now it looks like Barclays are just walking singles and getting closer to the championship. Well, can there be a twist in the tail? A couple of wickets will put in a lot of pressure. Let's see if that happens. Ram will continue. Oh, that was punched straight. Suganesh was not able to get his hand to it. Probably just bruised his finger. Goes for a boundary. Flat hit. It was there to be driven. Great shot. Above covers, clearing the infield. Going for a boundary. Pushes towards mid wicket for another single. With that, it is the end of the 13th. 110 for 3. And Barclays need another 21 runs for the championship. Sugnesh will continue his fourth now. Oh, played in the air. Falls short of mid wicket. It's been really effective. Great economy. 3 overs, just 1 wicket, and only 7 runs given. Punched down the ground for another single. Punched and a quick single taken. Punched in the gap, and they will still only walk for a single. I think they're giving strike to each other. Oh, not sure if that was a necessary throw. Mohan sends him back, and then a bullet throw from backward point, and the keeper was not able to control it, and an overthrow given. Well, I think Salcomp are they're falling their shoulders. They're dropping their shoulders. They should not have that mindset. They should make it as tough as possible for Barclays to chase this. They shouldn't give that. Should accept defeat. With that, it will be the end of the 14th. 115 for 3, another 17 more runs to win this final. Yokesh, the new bowler who's going to be coming into the attack now. Punch down to long off. Another single. Oh, great connection by Akash. 6 over deep square. Well, what a hit. A huge 6. Well, he felt enough is enough. He wanted to go for it. A big hit towards the parking lot. Just 10 more runs to win now for Barclays. They are within touching distance of the championship. Punches it towards the point for a single. Well, Mohan has also played really well. 33 of 25. He came in after Thyaga. Apologies, he came in after Murli fell and ensured that he had a good partnership with Chandrasekhar. And from there on, he's been having a good one with Akash as well. Both scoring at more than 120 strike rate. Well, another big 6 over deep mid wicket. That'll be another big hit. Well, 2 more runs to win now. 2 more runs, the championship. Well, Barclays, the team feels it. They're there on the boundary line. It's not going to be long before they're going to be running in. Well, and feel for Salcomp that just one day didn't go well for them. Not they are also a great team. They looked the strongest. Well, Barclays were better today. We're driven once again, this time towards long off, wide of long, and that is a boundary, and that is the championship, and that is the final nail in the coffin. Barclays win this game by 7 wickets, and also the second edition of the Dinamalar Premier League. What a team! What a championship team this has been. And they're hurling in circles there. And they're celebrating. Well-deserved one. A spare a thought for the hard-fought Salcomp team. Suganesh, one of the greatest tactical captains of the 32 teams we had in this tournament. Just that it was not their day today. Great bowling effort. Well, Nanda in the toss, he mentioned that he would have loved to bat as well, but had to bowl first. Took quick wickets at regular intervals and restricted Salcomp for 131. Well, that could have been chased on any day, but this was the final. Final pressure is always there. Murli Krishna comes in with his knock of a 14 ball 36. He created that damage early in the innings, and Salcomp took his wicket. Lakshmanan was put into bowl early, and then it looked like a ray of hope for them. Then from there on, they kept calm. They ensured they didn't take any risks, and they consolidated as much as they could. And finally, Monraj and Akash finished it for them, winning the finals by 7 wickets and winning the championship. Congrats to Barclays.